Hello, I'm back. Had a problem Monday. YouTube didn't want to work. It They got a new thing on the YouTube app, and when you go live, you gotta select if where'd that go? I can find my had another magnet here I lost. Oh well, that held this thing still. So I don't know. Those other guys are probably still streaming. Ah, there's one. GaPro and her. Oh, there is no lead searcher. Anybody that claims to be the lead searcher, I think it's Forrest. Made the thing about a lead searcher comment. So there is one, and so just blanketly saying there's none at all. Screw anybody who thinks it. Forrest said be somebody confident, and that's certainly not KPro. She doesn't even have they don't have a solution as far as I know. Hey, Captain Marvel, are they finished up over there? Where'd that go? Why is that? Yeah. I got my art. I work on my art most of the time. Oh, they're finishing. So there'll be some people over here in a couple minutes. Yeah, I got sinus problems still. Yeah, Forrest told another searcher who asked about me. He told them that where's that magnet? This thing's flipping around like this. That magnet stabilizes it. Okay. Now I gotta find it. I got another one here that'll do it. Just put that right there. That'll hold it. Now it won't move. Okay. Yeah, Homer Brown. It's David Jennings Brown. David Jennings Brown. KPro, Mike, debunk David Jennings Brown for me, please. Tell me he didn't own $1.5 million worth of bronze. He doesn't have more than the 2.086 acres that anybody deserves of national forest. He had 3,500 acres of pristine national forest. The Homer Brown is at the bottom of Wolf Creek. No place for the meek. Forrest lived in a wooden house burned down twice. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The meek. Right now it's all covered with snow up there. Everything's covered with snow up there. And a lot of people they've got below the Homer Brown and they didn't read the next stanza. From there, it's no place for the meek. There will be no paddle up your creek. You come down the canyon, you go up the creek. That's why he said they got the first two and they go, oh, it's below, supposed to be below. Read the next line, it says up. Boom. It helps. It helps to have your head out of your butt. You know what I mean? The poem, there are ups and downs, up, down, up, down. I got my generator running, the heater running, and the generator's running this other electric heater too, so I'm going to have to turn my heater in here off. But my generator has a habit of running 5 minutes and just turns off. You gotta go out and restart it, and then it's fine the rest of the night. You know? But, and that moment hadn't come up yet because I just started it before I was doing this. But I've been going through my, doing my art and putting my pictures through, and they're, the program I use to, you can, they put up, oh, here you can apply this style to it, or this style or that style, like Renoir or who's that other guy, Da Vinci or Monet or any of those. You could apply the styles of those artists to your picture, and it'll paint your whatever your picture is, but it'll paint it the way that those artists did. And sometimes you get one that's really good, and all the figures come out, and it's just amazing. Like this here, I'll show you. I got it on my big screen. Watch my generator go when I do this. But here you can see the elephant head. There's an elephant trunk coming down all the way down the side. This person here with their arms out, and there's another person next to him. There's somebody here, somebody here, somebody there. They're all over. There's a guy there. Did one that was, let's see if I can get it up on here. I used it on my, this one's neat too. Oh, you gotta drag it over to that screen. So you see you see the faces in there. People in there. But I was looking for this other one. The extra special one. Jack scratching at the door. He'll get in a minute. I think this one was. Yeah, drag it over to the screen. Boom. Okay. This one here, you see the guy sitting in there. Here's his nose and chin. Here's his arms stretched out. Here's his legs coming across. Here's the woman over here. There's another guy in there. I mean, this was neat. And this is the same one. There's some other figures in here that you see on the rock one. But that looks so Aztec-y, you know? It's like Quetzalcoatl in his spaceship. And they're inside this box. This is kind of a double omega. And double omegas are mammoths. Mammoths are omegas. The megafauna. The mammoth. I'm going to switch this back around. Where's my switch around button? There. It's a photograph, and then I have AI paint what's in the photograph. And it brings out, you know, it like restores what was lost. I'll show you one on there that's really neat. Impressed. Look at her. See? You see her? See, there's the head right there, and the arm. There's a couple boobs. Where's the rest of her? There's this guy sitting here, but this couple inside there, and that's a really neat formation. Zach what? Zach, I'm the right Omega searcher. I don't think so. Forrest gave me Masonic hand signs 2 years ago that are similar to the one with the story about with George Washington, the hand symbol George Washington has in the Stuart drawing and painting, and when he the one with oh, one Elmer, where is she? I can't remember. I just don't remember. You know, the name of Bella. Bella. So this hand symbol here, this hand symbol, that's I had to hand it to her. I had to hand it to her. She was okay. You know, I got along with her better than I expected to, and that's how I have to. I'm handing it to you. So, and they don't understand when Forrest says things I covet. I'm letting Jackie. Things I covet. That means after he talks about his property and stuff. Where'd he go? He's not there. Come on, Jack. Scratching at the door, got him a treat and everything, and he doorbell ditch. Perturbed. Why perturbed? Who's perturbed? I don't know. If he didn't, he would do the interview. Classify. Chaseopoly, searcher coins. Who cares about Chaseopoly, searcher coins? I don't. A bit perturbed, I get it. Yeah, he you know, Bill has some good comments and stuff. He'll read a couple of Bill's comments, but he's not good enough to be part of the show. That's same thing I got with a lot of them. You know, like I was led to believe, oh, we're gonna bring you in, put you on our show. We're thinking about having you on our show. Well, we thought about it, and obviously I haven't been on the show, so that's like you know, they put the carrot out there, and you know, the stable, and they don't give the carrot to the donkey. You know. Got the cold shoulder from yeah, yeah, I seen that. I'll bet their documentary's horrid. She thinks that PhD means that she's the wisest bitch on the planet. And Bill, I'm out of here. Who's getting invaded? There's Jack again. I just went to the door. Hey, Bill, I'm out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Monday, when my YouTube wasn't working, I went and did a stream on Facebook, but I deleted it already. Because most people that came and watched were old high school friends that, you know, didn't know anything about the treasure. Military what? No wrenches. No wenches here. No wrenches. What else were they talking about? Yeah, no place for the meek is the wolf. The wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The biddies lived in a brick house. And Forrest's house was made of wood. It burned down twice. Who lived in the straw house, Forrest? Who That would be the straw man. There's a straw man in the deal. Huh? When he said there's a third party, was he talking about the third person who knows his secret? Or was he talking about a third person another person that's involved with the whole treasure hunt, kind of treasure hunt executor? Mentioned weed. Who mentioned weed? Oh my! You mentioned weed on there, and that pissed her off. Forrest talks about Quanah Parker. I'm going to let Jack in again. He didn't come in, but I'm still going to try and let him in. Da-da-da, down a step. Come on, Jack. He's a good boy. Oh, you. It's actually you owe. It's when you get student loans and you go to college, you owe. He's gone back to the bed. I hear better, yeah. Me too. These glasses, this lens over here, so see, you can see it on there. It's all, and I got insurance on them, so they're supposed to give me a new lens. I went in there 3 weeks ago and ordered the lens, and they ain't called me up. You know, how long does it take to get a lens? Are they getting them from Russia? Yeah, I was banned from AGK for saying the gypsies lack imagination. Boom! You're the devil. You know? And then they're on her show. They're Toby's talking about in Taiwan. He said he it sounded like he paid for instructions. He paid for instructions on how to perform oral sex. You know, I've never ever paid for sex. Never ever. I may have been taken advantage of for it, but I never ever paid for sex. Not intentionally. He needs instruction. Yeah, he doesn't know how to do that. You know, whatever. I had on-the-job training, you know. It's better when they pay you. Yeah. I was. Yeah, I never paid for it, but I was taken to dinner once, and she expected something. Cheech and Chong came back. We need to go on a road trip to find some gold. Yeah. What's up with the new search partner? I don't know. New search partner is, oh, something came up. I'm going to stay here. So, you know, boom. There's a new search partner. No new search partner yet. But there's a couple of lawyers that agree with my solution on the solve. my solve, and that it's in his will. He says, as I got a loan in there, you go into your lawyer's office alone, and you write your will with your lawyer or whatever, and your lawyer helps you, so because you don't know, what are these, that's why you say you had to ask a lawyer a lot. Yeah, X-ray and pay. Yeah, Toby was paying, and I'm wondering if Toby had his lessons with underage girls or what, because people go over there to Asia for sex with children. That's why they go there for it, to have sex with children, Yeah, and who knows? Toby, I guess, was so desperate he had to pay for it. She had my credit. Yeah, my credit report says unavailable. That's it. And they say, well, if you want a credit scored, you need to have at least 5 credit cards from our partners. The credit bureaus got some racketeering going on with the credit card companies. They're not separate. They get their money from the credit card companies. That's called racketeering. Yeah. That's called big time racketeering. Because I've been paying on my land for over 2 years, and not one payment has shown up on my credit report. I asked the people who I make the payments to report it. They don't report it. Because they have to pay the credit bureau to report your good credit. And the credit bureaus are, well, they don't pay us, so we don't honor their any credit you've earned with them. Time to I don't have no refi what? I don't have financing on nothing. I don't. My land is financed. Yeah, and I make my payments through Geek Pay. It comes out automatically. I have it set up so it comes out right after I get paid. How you doing, Maria? And but what they only count if you're paying their sponsors, the credit card companies. In my book, that's racketeering. And the presidents of the credit bureaus need to be in prison for that shit. It's not fair credit reporting. It's unfair credit reporting because they don't report all the credit. They only report from their credit card companies and auto finance places and whatever. If you go paying on a note on a car to some car dealer and stuff, that's not recorded. None of that's recorded. Your rent's not recorded. Paying Verizon for 10 years isn't recorded. You don't get any credit for paying your bills on time. They only if you don't pay your bill on time, then they knock you down. But paying your bills doesn't earn you any credit. I'm just teed off with banks and stuff. Happy Turkey Day. Yeah, no turkey yet here. I had some chicken for dinner. I'm doing turkey tomorrow. My kid had to work today. Keyword is will. His will. It's his will. And he picks the winner. I give you title. That means you're not going to find the title. He has to give you the title. And the titles are granted. The titles are granted. You're not going to find the title out there. title, title is queen. Yeah. Okay. Like Freddie Mercury Queen or what? Title two. Title two, the gold. Yeah, but that's not the trove that everybody thinks that the trove is the treasure. No, the trove is all his memories on the canyon walls from where warm waters halt to finding the blaze. Actually goes a little bit past where the blaze is. The blaze is in between the beginning and the end. The end of his rainbow's a certain place. and the both ends, one end of the rainbow is the gypsies, the other end of the rainbow is stout-hearted men. And these are rock formations that have the figures that are in the drawings. The guy laying there on his back with up on his elbow. That's the stout-hearted men thing up on the canyon wall. The gypsies, they're up on the canyon wall, up 1,000-foot cliff. The top of 1,000-foot cliff, the gypsies are up there. You can't get to them. You can't get, Davio can get, he's got ropes, and I've told him that. I told Davio, you can get to where Moses is, but you got to have a rope and climbing experience. You can't get there amateur. You got to be a professional rock climber to get to where Moses is. You know, otherwise you can look at Moses from a distance. That's why he said, you see him up there. And what does the head tilted back look like? The lumberjack. Shack, Utah. Question mark. Sure, you'll be heading out. It's supposed to snow tomorrow too, or tonight and tomorrow. I don't know what. I'm surprised my generator ain't died on me. It usually kicks itself off. I'm looking at my weather report. 60% chance of snow overnight. Tomorrow, oh, that's today. I gotta refresh. Yeah. Friday, 100% chance of snow. Rain, snow, patchy fog. So who knows tomorrow? It's gonna be yucky. And that's one thing. If here the snow's on the roads, but I don't know. I get up the highway. If there's snow on the road, I might cancel on going to town tomorrow. So after tomorrow, it's sunny all the way through Monday. That's good. Maybe some will melt and I can go do a little. Yeah, it's no 2 days total, 7 inches. I got this. There's just patches of snow left out there from last night, but we didn't get more than an inch here. People go, oh, snow in Colorado. Not here, not here, not here. I'm in the center of a valley that's 50, 60 miles across. I'm in the middle. The snow dumps on the mountain over there. The clouds race over me and snow on the mountain over there. Even Mount Blanca didn't have snow on it till last week, you know. And that's right. The peak is 11 miles from here. The base of the mountain is 7 miles from here. And like Mount Rainier's got snow all year long, you know. Mount Hood and all them up in Washington, they all got snow all year long. This one here didn't have snow till just this last week. Yeah. Denver's 200 miles north of here. I I I can actually go down to Taos and have dinner if I like. You know, it's 80 miles from here. Well, I think my phone said there's a shortcut. I don't even have to go through San Luis. I can take county road down there, down the dirt. Which of the YouTube searchers have a clue? I do. Forrest said, one of Bill Gorman's theories is on point, while all the bloggers are wrong. All the bloggers are wrong. Forrest said mine is on point. That means perfect. That on point came from ballerinas on their tiptoes. Yeah. He's done the George Washington Masonic hand signals to tell me that you've done it. You've done it. And all the other bloggers, searchers, and all. Oh, I can't see that. I can't see that. They got bias. It's their own personal bias that they can't even see a winner when it's standing right in front of them. On point is what Forrest said. On point, yes. One of Gorman's theories is on point. One theory, it's out there. The other theory, it's in his will and he picks the winner. That's on point. And the wood the wood box that he did a little wood box with the little Mary statue, wooden Mary statue in it, right? And he wooden statue. Oh, that Moses statue is carved out of wood. That's Leo Salazar that carved that wooden statue. He calls them Santos. Saints. They're wooden saints that he carves. And when Leo Salazar showed Forrest, that's where Moses received the Ten Commandments, and he pointed at it as he carved a perfect likeness of that Moses there. And it's halfway up 1,000-foot karst. I bailed out of the plane, and the plane crashed halfway up 1,000-foot karst and made a fireball that I knew would attract unwanted attention. That's a blaze. That's a blaze, okay? And Moses was at the burning bush, and the hand of God burned the Ten Commandments into the tablet. That's not a blaze also, okay? Not one person can discredit that. Moses is the blaze. We're at the burning bush where he received the Ten Commandments, and it isn't over there, it's here in Colorado. That's what the big deal is. That's why Forrest did, because this unravels all of history. It makes this the birthplace of civilization, not over there. These people that wrote the Bible, all the earth was covered with water. How the hell they know they landed in the same neighborhood once the water went down? 40 days and 40 nights, they're floating. How far can you drift in 40 days around the planet? How far can the boat on a earth covered with water, no land obstructions in the way, how far are you going to drift in 40 days? And how do you know that everything was flooded even, you know? It's big, ridiculous story. My fifth great grandfather, Ethan Allen, wrote a book called Reason, the only oracle of truth is reason. And you know, it's about all the double standards and stuff in the Bible and all the, they did this, but that's like counter to what that said. You know, magic next, magic. Well, I don't know about the magic. Other than both, my friends in Mexico call me Magico, magician. Three Kings, Oracle. Reason is the only oracle. Oliver Bondage Studios. You make movies, Oliver? I have a buddy who knows Oliver Stone. No, that wasn't Oliver Stone. That was that other guy. Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola. Is Francis Ford Coppola related to John Ford? Huh. Maybe he is. Oh, you're an artist. Yeah, I'm an artist too. Who's playing you in the movie? Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't know who new actors and stuff are. I haven't been to a movie. Last movie I think I went to was Star Wars in 2015 when it came out. If you look up On Point, that means the leader, basically. In military, on point is bullseye, basically. Sam Elliott, yeah, but he's 15, 20 years older than me. My buddy that knows Francis Ford Coppola, knows Coppola, is he's got a picture of him with what's his name? Sam Elliott, yeah. Should we be looking? It's Colorado. You shouldn't be looking. You're never gonna find the Moses. You had to be there, guided there by God, and put there at the right time to be the one that finds it. You know, it's a certain time of year, certain time of day that you see Moses. The rest of the year, you can't see Moses. You know, maybe within a week or something of that. There should be a time in the, Gary Busey, Nick Nolte, but those guys are all 10, 15 years older than me. Liam Neeson. He played Forrest. No. Right person is the right time. Yeah. Larry David. Who's Larry David? I don't know. Get Jack Black to play Toby. Yeah. All those guys are all 10 years older. You got to have a younger actor, not an older one. Yeah, he is. Another wacko is Roger Waters. You see him going on RT about Julian Assange and stuff, and it's like, dude, you don't have a clue. If you even talk to Julian, I don't think he even talks to him. He just gets what he gets off the news, you know? How old? I'm 61. So those guys are in their 70s. They're all in their 70s. It's in Colorado. Yeah. You see, me and Tom Hanks are born the same year, same city. Might be the same hospital. I don't know. The hospital I was born in is turned into a BART station. D22, 67. Oh, yeah. Wow, what? Yeah, I had a hospital record when I was born there, so I still hold the hospital record at 22 3/4 inches. That was the, and that's laying on my back. Yeah, Denver. I've got to go up to Denver in a couple of weeks. I got to go. Got a doctor appointment up there. I got to find some place to. Oh, hate that. It's, you know, they make the appointment 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's a 5-hour drive, right? So what's that mean? I got to go up there for a doctor appointment and get a room or something, and oh. Law office, wow. Must made some legal precedent. Yeah. There's where warm waters halt, okay? Thing is, you're out fishing, not fly fishing. He mentions fly fishing because you got to find a substitute. What's the substitute for fly fishing? What's the you know? He said find a substitute at least 2 times in the book, and a substitute for Yellowstone, substitute for the geysers and all that. Another hot spring, not these ones up here. They become too crowded for him to, you know. It's another place that he found that was quieter and not as much traffic is there, you know. And so it's a substitute. So if you go fishing and you're regular fishing and you cast your line out there, where does your sinker halt? On the bottom. A water halts at the bottom. And of all the warm waters there are, one of them is the deepest in the world. And it's in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe. The deepest hot spring in the world is where warm waters halt. At the bottom, the hot, steamy, muddy bottom. Top of the train there goes nowhere. Top of the train there goes nowhere. What train? There's a train that comes right past me, goes from La Vida to Alamosa, and they on the weekends they have a tourist train. I don't know if they do that in the winter though. If it's just summer, winter would be nice though. I don't know if the cars are heated or anything like that though. Water halts on the sides too. Oh. Well, he's talking about one that is particular, that is the world's deepest. If you want to, go in the wading pool, fine. But the warm waters halt It's only one. There's lots of where warm waters halt, but only one halts 1,000 feet down. Only one gets anywhere near that deep. Yeah. Um, yeah, it surprised me that generator didn't kill itself already. H2O brown. Freezes. Yeah, that's another way. It goes back to the Ice Age. These things I found are from the Ice Age. Um, yeah, I have a lifetime fishing license. We are seeing it's in June. Wow. Yeah, I got a friend there with a vacation house and another house. They got two houses, but they rent the vacation house out. Built there's filter fish. Water halts at the surface when it becomes water vapor. Okay. Um, yeah, all of those it's like, doesn't matter. Um, and if you're trying to find the end of the rainbow, you look for the beginning of the rainbow. Yeah, warm waters halt when you die. When you die, your warm blood stops pumping. It stops pumping. So where warm, it's another where warm waters when he passes away. And where did your warm waters halt? Everybody can have a different one. Your warm waters halted when you were born. When you were born, that's when you started your chase. You know, there's all kinds of metaphysical. It's multidimensional. K Earth. Earth K factors? Are you talking about? Earth curves? I know what a K factor is. Do you? Use K factors for designing microwave networks because the atmosphere of the Earth 98.6. That's the blood temperature. Yeah, mine's usually like 97. Mine's usually a little 1 degree cooler because I have my blood cancer and whatever. How many cries in the book? I don't know. I didn't count the cries. I ain't typed up and made a word search thing. I probably should type up the whole book and so I can search the words and it probably give me the answers pretty fast. So maybe I should work on that. I work on making my art. Is the treasure findable? Nobody's going to stumble on it. And that means nobody's going to find it searching because there ain't nobody out there searching that has a pinpoint to go straight to it. The only way you can go straight to it is if Forrest hands you the title that tells you where to go get it. And the only way to get the title is to find his trove. And he says, ring the bell loudly. That's what I'm doing right now. Done. Hey, that's done. Solved. Exactly. No pinpoint. There's no pinpoint. Nobody's going to stumble upon it. And when you're out there looking, how do you know which spot that's the spot I get my metal detector right there. No, it's not there. You know? He says in the end of the book, is that path. I wish I could have lived to do the things that I was attributed to. I wish I could have lived to hide the treasure I was attributed to. Yeah. He talks about waking up from the dream, and I didn't know if I found Captain Kidd's treasure or not. Yeah, that's where he was hiding his. He was hiding it in his dreams. It's in your dreams. He didn't actually, and making it a contest doesn't mean it's a hoax. Somebody actually ends up going home with the treasure, but it's not until after he's passed away. And Forrest has never told me, Bill, you're dead wrong on he's made comments that, some people think that it's in a safe deposit box and they go get it after I die. I didn't say a safe deposit box. Museums don't have safe deposit boxes. Basically, the basement is a vault. Or a good part of the basement of a museum is a vault where they store precious things and stuff. And it's probably there at the museum in the basement. But I think that the 35 Plymouth comes with it too. And you see, what's a Plymouth? What is a Plymouth? Who makes Plymouth? Who makes Plymouth? Davio, you know who makes Plymouth? Or Dodge. Dodge is a D. He prayed for D's. He prayed for D's, but he didn't want to, let's use a Plymouth instead of a Dodge. You should see the basement. The basement of the museum? Yeah. You had, what's his name in there? The comedian, Night at the Museum. So it's not out there. His trove is out. His stories and Moses and the gypsies and the Buffalo Cowboys car was out there. I've got it in my shed. It was out there. If you look at the Buffalo Cowboys chapter, look close at the pictures of the car. The one, there's a bullet hole on the side of the car. And that bullet hole was photoshopped on there. Why did they Photoshop a bullet hole on there unless the one you got to find has a bullet hole in it like mine does? And then his car was called the Bullet. How deep is a bullet hole? How deep is a bullet hole, W? Yeah, Ronnie knows that one. Another thing, I couldn't believe it. I go try and participate in the chat on Lou and Ron's thing. Still blocked. I was never, ever allowed on their chat. And so it's like, double blazes, Lou. I don't think it's Ron keeping me out of there. It's Lou. He's probably in bed with Toby on it. Toby might be able to teach him a few things. He's been trained. Yeah. And somebody asked Toby, how old were those girls that you were practicing on, Toby? Or, I mean, how young were they? Because I know they don't bring out the old ladies. Over there in Asia, it's the, young girls, teenagers. Wow. They block you for being a grower? I bought new stems for my bong. And I ordered three. Three of them for $7, right? And they went to the mailbox, got the package out, opened it up. There's 5. It's like, hey, that's a great deal. 10 minutes, me a day. Sure. What I said, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know they blocked Davio there too. I know they blocked Puppet Forest. And they had Puppet Florist and me blocked, and he was trying to. I've only got one person blocked. It's like BS, because I know I'm blocked and I know somebody else who is. Yeah. Hey, Davio, take Lou out to that Auburn Bridge there. Take him out there for some bungee jumping. See if 200-pound test works. You wench lady. Yeah. Pot is not a conservation for kids, apparently. Oh yeah, that's the thing when you the new YouTube app on the phone, when you're getting ready to go live, before it'll let you load a thumbnail for the picture, you have to check the box. Yeah, this is for children. This is not for children, and this is not for children. I'm not. I'm not Captain Kangaroo. You live in Denver now? Well, I'll see you on the 16th, Davio. I have an appointment in Highlands Ranch at 8 o'clock in the morning on the 17th. Don't call it pot. Call it Stonehinged. A rope? Oh, today's Thursday. Okay, I gotta remember Monday. I get a CAT scan of my sinuses. Because I had the antibiotics, cleared up my sinus infection, and then 2 weeks after it's cleared up, it's back. So, and my left side is blocked, and I've seen MRIs of that labyrinth up there, man, and my sinuses are messed up. I'll probably come out with much better sinuses. What was I looking for? That was I looking for. Cause I got a new one. Well, this is a batch I got a week or 2 weeks. When did I get it? 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Apparently, kids know about pot, but alcohol, guns, and etc. is okay. Yeah. Lurkers. Yeah. But these stems I got, they have a real small thing, so I lashed some leather on there so I can get something to hold on to. Alcohol does far more damage. Yeah. I'd had nodules in my lungs, and so when you have nodule, then they have you come back once a month and do another it's every 3 months for a year. Come in and do another CAT scan of your lungs, and my nodules kept disappearing. They come back, and they show up in different places. And the other day about stuffed potato, whenever Fried and baked. Yeah. Yeah, the baked potato. He's baked. No, he was stuffed because he was stoned, and the other one he was baked. And the other one was smashed because he'd been drinking. Yeah, it does. The blaze for you. The blaze is this this blaze for you. Okay. Can I make all this smoke go away? Nope. That's all I need for a while. Just one. Just one. Yeah, we talked about the first time I got, you know where Fremont is, Davio, and the Niles Canyon. You know where Niles Canyon is. And what was that? The depot. Or was it Niles Junction or not? Something like that. There was a bar in Niles, and man, that bar, they had the police had a camera in the window above the door to the bar, pointed over to the parking lot, so that they could, and anybody that went out in the parking lot and got in their car and didn't drive off, the cops would come and check them out. Yeah, that was a Fremont. Yeah, never go back. Niles Station. Yeah, yeah. It was. Seen a lot of good bands there. um. Yeah, but so the first time I was working Marie Callender's in Fremont at the hub, and the hot rod. Oh yeah, I used to Hot Rod Cafe. Yeah, had a girlfriend I met there. See you, Glenna. Jerry. Harris. You worked at. You worked there, Davio, Hot Rod? Yeah, I was. When was I there? That was 87 or so. Hot Rod Cafe days. And wasn't there was the owner of that bar who they found, one of them bars, they found him dead up near Pleasanton in his car. There's a lot of shady stuff going on. The guy running the bodega, he got caught by the landlords of the building. He was drying his pot in the attic. Steve. I'm the same age as Davio, I think. I'm 61. For another 5 months. 4 months. Baritz, yep, went there too. Yep. My sister hung out at the South 40. I went to Irvingstone. We raced against Campbell High. Let's see. Back to treasure. Keystone. Yep. Yeah, I saw Joan Jett at the Keystone, and Guess Who, and Pat Travers, and mostly I went to the bodega mostly. Met Ronnie Montrose there, and Davey Patterson, And Davey's still playing out there in California. He's. I don't think he's far from you, Davio, or you're not there anymore. That's right. I'll look you up when I go up to Denver in 2 weeks. Yeah, I went to Irvington. I was on the swim team at least until halfway through my senior year, and I quit because they just a bunch of assholes. I wasn't part of the group. You know, I wasn't just like I wasn't part of the group. You talk funny. I did all the clubs. Yeah, seen. Went to Hidden Valley Ranch for concerts up there. My sister booked some bands up there. My sister did the when Cheap Trick and Blue Oyster Cult, and there was another band, some Santana, I think, and another band all played at Spartan Stadium. That was my sister arranged that show. That was like 79. Blazed and confused. Cheap Trick. Yep. That's, my first wife married Rick Nielsen. That's a Cheap Trick joke. I had a guitar pick that I got at Spartan Stadium, a Cheap Trick guitar pick, and I had it as I don't know who stole it out of my wallet though. Yeah, yeah, I had a Cheap Trick guitar pick that I got from they tossed it out in the stadium. Yeah, John Wayne made his movies there in Niles too, and I was told the Petticoat Junction train is the Niles train. Um, I rode the Skunk Railroad that's over near off of it's Scottsdale. It's over in Santa Cruz Mountains. I rode that one. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Foghat's going to be in Grand Junction in February, and Alan Parsons in Denver in February, indoor, one of the theaters. Yeah, I seen Alan Parsons last year. um, yeah, I have there's uh, two fans that no lawyers that both two lawyers agree with my solution that it's in his will and I've already completed it and all that. Two lawyers agree, and and the judge says that I'm the only one with any real evidence related to the chase. Nobody else has the evidence like I have. I've got the Buffalo Cowboys car. I got the picture of the teacher, Miss Ford, standing over his desk. He's sleeping there on his desk, waking him up. You go look at scrapbook 116. I didn't know you were a comedian. You want me to do a little comedian? Here's a funny one. I when I was working for Sprint, I was designing microwave networks like Gary, Indiana to Sears Tower, trying to get a signal up there. There's 10 million other signals, and you can't interfere with any of the other equipment up there. And Sears Tower, it's a 15, 11, 1,200 feet or whatever. And Gary, Indiana had the dish sitting on the ground because It's just sticking it, pointing in the sky practically. And um, anyhow, I found a signal to get into the. I designed a working system to get into Sears Tower. That was like 85 or something. But I designed from Des Moines to Denver too. They had a Chicago to Des Moines that was already built, and then I was doing Des Moines to Denver, which was 27 microwave towers. And I picked the places off of topo maps. That's where I learned to read topo maps. Was doing when I worked for Sprint in the middle '80s, designing microwave systems, because I had to, I got my tower that I start at and the tower that I'm going to, and then I have to first plot out on the map where all the other towers are in the same frequency, all the other systems and their path. There's a database. I spent $3,000 a day on database, and so I'd plot all the other systems on my map going from Des Moines to Denver, and then so I don't interfere with theirs. Theirs is going like this, mine go like that. So I wasn't pointing at any of their towers, and so I had the whole thing designed to Denver to Des Moines, and they canceled the whole. They canceled it all and decided everything's going fiber optic now, and canceled all the microwave. And they 250 people in our office. They left 25 people in the office after they laid us all off. But anyhow, so I was on a business trip. I was flying. Where were we flying that time? Oh, we were coming back from Detroit. and it's 84 or 85, whatever. And we're on the airplane, and you feel the airplane rumbling and stuff. And the stewardess come back, and she says, the pilot tells me we're having a problem with the landing gear. What it is the right landing gear isn't coming up, Well, at least it's not stuck up in the thing, It's better than it not going down. Anyhow, so she says, so he's going to try and lower the other one and try and bring them both up together at the same time, and that didn't. Every time you lower the left one, you can feel the plane rumbling, because the landing gear is designed to fly with gear up, and so then the pilot, the stewardess comes back again, and she says, well, he tried to get it up 3 times and couldn't do it, so we're going back to Detroit. And I said, how old is he? Little airplane humor. Nobody got it. How old is he? Yeah. Yeah. I love the flights. I got to sit next to a stewardess on the way home one time. And yeah, she was really friendly and invited me to a party and all that. But NSFK, whatever. It can mean I can make it mean something perfectly logical. But it might not be the same as what your logic is. Remember what the dormouse said? Yeah. Who's gonna bell the cat, right? Yeah. See, because the mice figured if they put a bell on the cat, that it would warn them if the cat was coming around. They'd hear the bell, and the mice would know to get out of there. And And so they came up with a plan to put a bell on the cat. And then it was time for who's going to put the bell on the cat. So they moved out. The mice decided to leave. Rather than send somebody on a suicide mission. Happy Thanksgiving, J.A. I think I sent J.A.'s a nice little tip video link. I don't know if you watched it. I got my big monitor up, and so I've got probably lots of light from my computer screens here. And I'm not used to since they've been giving me my treatment for I've lost 10 pounds at least. I was always 6'2" and 260 pounds for a long time. I was with the wrong woman once, and she put me up to 300, and that wasn't good. And so I dieted myself and stuff, and some of the testosterone they were giving me was helping get some weight off. But howdy, doggo. Yes, I did. Oh yeah, it was something spiritual or something. I don't know. But Forrest, the tea with Olga, and it wasn't just Olga. The title is Tea with Olga, but there was more than Olga there. There were estate lawyers, and they were discussing her will and transferring her property to Forrest when she passes away. Blaze in the dark. So they're discussing her will, transferring that property in her will, but he wasn't part of her family. And so there are some special things. So he's telling you, if you're going to leave something in your will to somebody who's not in your family, there are ways you can do it. And then the things he covets. It turns out that the drawing, Ben Stahl drew the paint palette of Ben Stahl's with the girl laying up on the paint palette and the boy climbing up over the side of the paint palette to kiss her. That's one of the rock formations right below the home of Brown. It's the gypsies and them, and a hint of riches, new and old. A hint of riches, old is there. Treasure Mountain, and treasures boldly printed on the map. The word treasure has got to be on your map, on the map. You buy the map and the word treasure is already on there. Not that you write it on there. The word treasure is on that map. And you can buy a topo map with the word treasure on it. And there are some, Google Earth has that treasure on the map. It's boldly on the map. And you know the story about Bessie? Right? Those are udders. If you turn the double blazes, I found upside down, they look like udders. And then the rocks around it are the cats. Like the cow and the cat, the stool got yanked out from under him. And he's upside down looking at the udders and the cats. It's like the mirrors with Rockwell and stuff. Things are mirrored. It's people are oh no, it can't be that. It can't be that. Can't be that. Anything Gorman says can't be that. And it's just the opposite of what you think. You know, it's the simple stuff. He says, think about when he was 12. When he was 12 was about when the Buffalo Cowboy car thing was. And that Buffalo Cowboy car I have, the letter D, you write the word wood, not the object wood, the word wood, WOOD, and he prayed for D's, and that Buffalo Cowboy car was in the D of the wood, the word wood, which is actually a meadow. And if you've been wise and found the blaze, if you've been wise and found the bays, right? He won the bracelet he got from a relative of Fred Harvey's, and playing pool. Okay, the bays is the felt of the pool table, the green felt of the pool table, and he talked about the 300-foot belly-high grass meadows in Vietnam. The Buffalo Cowboys car was in the meadows, the D meadows, about 300 feet across. And it was there. Pandora's box, why open? I think not. There is the Pandora's box is that these ruins and stuff are from Atlantis, and it changes the birthplace of civilization from the Middle East to the Southern Rockies. It was a stock typewriter. I went to the Give Me Shelter concert. That was the West Coast Woodstock, where the Hells Angels killed some biker or something. Or no, the Hells Angels killed some guy who was out of control or something. Pool table. The pool table. Yeah, the pool table. There's a pool table there. There's another pool table by a No Place for the Meek, which are cannibals. That's why he has a story about him and his wife going to the party as cannibals. That's another No Place for the Meek. John C. Fremont had an expedition with 35 guys, and I think they ate 10 of them because they got stuck in the snow. You know, they got buried in 15 feet of snow and couldn't go anywhere, and they were able to determine where the camp was by the trees they had cut down, which is the lumberjack with his foot up on the stump, you know. And John C. Fremont was a cannibal. He ate 10 of their men because they were hungry. And they were in Colorado and had the munchies. Look. You hear me knocking? CMC. I don't hear anybody knocking. I got a doorbell. If you're at the door, you ring there's a string coming out of the wall next to the door. You just pull that and it rings the bell. Donner Party, 12, yeah. Yeah, that was 12, but that wasn't, Fremont wasn't the Donner Party. He was supposed to find a railroad route near the 38th parallel to get over the Rockies. They were looking for a railroad route to get over, and that's basically how this got put in. They did put the railroad up there right along the Rio Grande, but yeah, they got stuck, and they had 120 horses or something, or mules that had all died, and they left all these dead mules. They got snowed, right, and they got the dead mules, and they leave all that meat. They might have left because my got smelling pretty bad. 120 dead mules. They got tired of eating mule. Um, and they made this other camp. And there's the perfect V there with the target, right? And I got to check that spot. And that comes from Gary Cooper movie, Sergeant York. You watch that. Somebody had posted the V with the target in it, and that's a Gary Cooper thing. They thought it was peace or something. And I even have a rock formation that looks just like that. I got a picture of a rock. I shared it with Tom Hardy. I think I shared the picture with yesterday. Rock for perfect, just like that. It's going peace, you know. And each of the fingers are another human figure, you know. Later, 1945, yeah. The Gary Cooper was in Farewell to Arms. He was in A Catcher in the Rye, and he did the on Broadway, New York or whatever. He was. That's where he was Catcher in the Rye. He was in the movies Farewell to Arms and For Whom the Bell Tolls. And then he was in the play Catcher in the Rye. So Gary Cooper, CG, you know, and Gary Cooper is from Helena, Montana. You know, so it's those are all valid, you know. And Gary Cooper was an artist too. He drew things. He was an artist. And Robert Redford is an artist. He draws stuff too. He's not just an actor, you know, or producer or runner of Sundance and all that. I'm thinking about I need someone to help, one of these documentary people. We can put together a Sundance thing about what I found, even if it ain't about Forrest Fenn's treasure, you know. But that his treasure led me to it. But the discoveries I've made need to be made into a documentary. These are from Atlantis. The reason I have the elephant mammoth mask is because I found mammoth figures, and Plato said that Atlantis had lots of elephants and plenty of grasses to feed them, and had a large rectangular valley surrounded by high mountains covered with crystals. That's the San Luis Valley. And I've had areas I call cities. There's so much of their stuff. And it's just people don't examine, they don't marvel gaze, they just glance at it. A glance isn't a gaze. A gaze is a stare. What's mantis? I don't know what you're talking about, mantis. Mammoth. Mammoths. Taints. Mates. Saints. Mammoths. Elephants. I got some material to make another, I was going to make an elephant puppet. Yeah, the mammoths, Plato said there were lots of elephants in Atlantis. And that Atlantis, the plains of Atlantis were 10,000 stadia across. A stadia is 600 feet. 10,000 stadia is 1,200 miles. You're not going to have 1,200 mile plains on an island, okay? It had an island city, maybe at a port, you know, but that wasn't the continent of Atlantis. and people are, Donovan, way down below the ocean. No, not all of it's below the, parts of it are below the ocean. Um, I think that they might find the city of Atlanta, and they think that it's off the tip of Cuba, which is about the same as south of the Mississippi River in New Orleans and stuff. Off the out there, and parts of it flooded, and there was probably a big wave that went miles and miles inland, and they thought everything was destroyed, but it wasn't. Um, so the story of somebody that lives through the disaster on the coastline of the Gulf is going to be different from the story of somebody who survived it up in the mountains of Colorado. Yeah, have a good one, Maria. See ya. Bob down. Amy. Everything is. No. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Yeah, that's what happened. My computer just decided to turn off because I've been running my generator for a couple hours and I never plugged my computer in. Find the cord. There it is. I need a light. It'll come back. Watch. Oh. Yeah. It's still backing up. I'll turn this light on. So why is that turning off? White balance. Yeah, I didn't have the power plugged in on my computer. So the one monitor said, I don't have a signal from the computer anymore. And then I can push that. Mastodon. Mastodons were before the Columbian mammoth. They were an earlier version. But there were Columbian mammoths, same time there were woolly mammoths. And they've I think just recently found a Columbian mammoth down in Mexico, or a couple of them or something. UFO lights out. Yeah, I want to go see Foghat, but I don't know if I want to drive that far to see him in February. If it was summer, yeah, I might make a trip up there for resuming Windows. This computer, I've got to redo my main laptop. It's the Windows is corrupt. It didn't like me. Boo-doo. There. You're full. I'm full. I'm not full, but my bladder's full. Let me see here. See if I can set something up here. And oh yeah, we can do that. And that way I can take a break, and I'll show you a little. Where's it gonna go? Which screen? Good. There. Okay. I'm trying to get this. Oop. Oop. Stop. Look at that. I'll move those. Move those. There. You can watch a little slideshow while I go to the next room for a minute. No, don't look at my official papers, man. And I'm gonna fill my tea. See his face here on the side here, looking up. Man, that's yeah. There's people in there. Hey, see, there's cool. I need to get my teacup full before I rejoin you. That's kind of the same one, different styles used. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Trove. Trove of art. Oh, this is. Let me see. Can I escape? Because one. Where's the other? There's no shuffle. Because it's doing them in order. Go to my file there. Go further down. Oh, this sort by name there. Now I can do it with a. It's not giving me a okay to. It's still sorting my files. Won't do the slideshow yet. Why is that one so small? Yeah. No, well. See the elephant? Ah, this is head curving there. His big smile on him. That's yeah, this is Smiley. See the elephant head? There's people all over in there. Where's the reflection? I know where the reflection is. It's from this. There's Wilma. They call her Wilma. It looks like Wilma in her evening dress, you know. You got to go to the peyote school, the Indian school with Quanah Parker. Look at all them people. Hey, oh, hey. That big head. That's the head, his face. And, yeah, there's a couple of faces on that face. Look at all the people. This is what the poem led me to. Turned me into an artist, an abstract artist. He turned people into abstract artists. That was clear. That fed. Jeez. Oh, it's just rocks. No, it's not just rocks. These are ancient from Atlantis. It's from the Ice Age. It's primitive art. The archaeologists, as Gary Cooper said in what was that movie? I'm gonna move my mouse so it's there's a Farewell to Arms, and Gary Cooper about archaeology, the arch, and the arch comes from architecture. He said he was the architect. He felt like the architect, and the architect was the one who designed the first arch. The first arch was the first form of art. There he is. So Forrest Fenn, the asterisk. Those are Atlanteans. They're the people from Atlantis. I use AI to draw out what the art that's there. It kind of restores it. It's just walls of people, but it's amazing. Ah, that's a cool face, huh? That's a big elephant. That's the elephant trunk coming down. There's a bunch of people in there. This guy. That guy. That guy. That's a big mammoth thing. And there's a horse and all kinds of stuff in that one. Not boring. There might be some tormented souls in there. As I get the drive-in, right? Look at them all. See, they're right in the middle of that girl. These, oh, yeah, see, there's rock formations doing that. I marked the video not for children. I was trying to show somebody what was in there. This is what's in there. Oh my gosh. You see the whole thing's kind of a big head. But this is a cool spot there. This is like a wall that hasn't fallen in. There was a room there. Oh. See the guy in the middle? Look at that guy laying on the bottom. That's dark head. And, yeah. That's big face. Yeah. Yeah, prop this up a little bit more. There. That guy in the middle there. Look at them all over here. That's a big head right in the middle of his eyes. It's the woman and a man looking at each other. I mean, it's an easy one. And that was the stout-hearted men guy at the top of that one there. That's a spectacular wall. I can go straight there. I know where all these spots are. And Forrest, I showed him the Forrest Fenn's totem. When I showed him that one, he said, "Oh, but there was 40 of them, right?" Yeah, there's 40 of them. There's more than 40 blazes. He said there's 10 billion of them, and there's mirrors. Some like the one with the father lecturing the son. You know that one. It's in different places and it's mirrored. It can be one on one side and one. You know, because you find stuff twice and all. That guy was ablaze, wasn't he? There, look at that. He looked like was from Popeye Knows the Gnome. No, he hadn't answered my emails since for at least 6, 7 months. It's because I know too much. That's awesome. It's just they were landscape architects. I'm still trying to find an entrance to the underworld. This is I found Egyptian figures that are known as Atlanteans. The Egyptian called them Atlanteans. They came from Atlantis. That was cool. Oh, that's the guy. It looks like somebody laying in there. This guy's pretty cool. The red guy. Here's somebody. Here's his chest and arms stretched out. Starting this 2016. Over 3 years in this area searching. Outer realm, yeah. If my stuff was popular, I'd tell someone how I do it, how I, where I, what I use to do this and all. But until my stuff's until my stuff's popular, I'm not. I don't want to, anybody I tell how to do it might get in line in front of me and claim that they just discovered this shit, So I'm trying to get it recognized so that I get credit for it. What I found. It's amazing stuff. Look at that. See the kid there and all across there. See the guy sitting there? It's a whole big. Yeah, look at the big picture, not just a little bit, Like that. There's a big face there, but there's lots of other things going on inside it. That's a clear one. There, he looks angry, huh? I think I just did that one yesterday. Look at them in there. That's fucking cool. And this guy, big chief, little chief, and then a woman in there. Yeah, you stare at it for a while. I have pictures that I look at. I've looked at them a bunch of times, and I never seen something in it before. And boom, wow! Didn't see that before. Now that's a crowded scene there. Yeah, there's somebody in there. There's people. What are the little people in here doing? Yeah. You see, you're taught that those aren't figures on the rocks. That's something we'll call that that's not archaeology. Bullshit. It's archaeology. A lot of them rocks are landscaped that way. I need to go to Hawaii to prove that it is, because there's all that new lava flow in Hawaii, and taking pictures of that, and we know nobody's altered it. and if you find the same type of thing there, yeah. But this is too crafted to see. It's like a king with a big crown, and he's got a bird or something. This guy here, face, the big face there. I added the angel up there. See, I take taking pictures of the ancient past. I got probably over 6,000 pictures in this folder that it's playing a slideshow on. So it would take a day or so to see all of them that I've made. I've got a lot. That was a neat scene, that last picture. Yeah, see the little guy in there? Yeah. See the elephant? And these elephants had human-like ears. The mammoth, Colombian mammoth, had real small ears. Just look at the statue outside the Denver Museum. Look at all that. That's neat. There was a JJ up on it. It was off the screen for you, but I seen it on the. I wonder why. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. See the guy leaning over to the right side? Okay, have a good one, Big Whoopee. JJ. Yeah, he's using the treasure to get it publicized because nobody would listen to him. Hey, oh, that's Paradoli, So he's letting the next guy. He's finding that Indiana Jones like him. That's why he's talking about that. Read Scrapbook 116. I'm live. See this guy's on his knees and standing there. There's other people. I don't know if Forrest knew it was because his Moses figure is actually Thoth. Because I matched the scene in the purple and gold robe to the emerald tablets of Thoth. The scene there, and that's the treble gates is where this and it's the meeting place of the lords of the horizons of the east and the lords of the horizons of the west, which is the continental divide. That's the meeting place of the lords of the horizons, and it's the way to the Great Plains. There are some of these art things didn't come out good, but I just have them all in the same folder, and going through in order of file name, which are all kind of random. See this crowd of people standing around there. Like the guy right here in the red rock. That guy. Yeah. See, that's Thoth, right? And this is an ibis. That's a beak. That's big elephant, big mammoth with his eye there. I call him Skippy. I think he's Neptune. See, I was gonna make a slideshow of this stuff and see if they run it at the IMAX at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science for because psychedelics are legal in Denver, so. So it'd be a great show for anybody going to the Quanah Parker Church. Quanah Parker has a relationship to Lonesome Dove and the cattle. That's why he had the story with the cattle and stuff. And Lonesome Dove had their cattle. They had a ranch near Pueblo. Look at the astronauts in there, huh? That guy's obvious on the left. Going in the middle too. There's all kinds of figures across there. Yes, he's sleeping. He's looking up. See the legs and the body. And some of the stuff, it's got lichens on it that distort it and things. So some of it, so yeah, man, some of them spots and things aren't supposed, if they were cleaned up, you can get better art out of it. See this standing right in the middle, man. Look at that human figure standing right there. I'm not the kind of artist that can paint this stuff. It's from photographs of rocks. Is that a woman sliding? That's a woman hanging on there. I know where that one is too. She's right by the end of the rainbow. The end of the rainbow, the end of his rainbow is the end of his life. See, man. Is that Luigi or Mario? Huh? Yeah, it's just big head. Another style, same. There's the Mammoth Parade done in the art thing. That one turned everything into cactus. You see the person who was standing on the right side there. Up. A little more higher. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a couple. There's a mammoth head, right? The light thing, big trunk coming down. There's a lot of mammoth heads, not a lot of whole mammoths. There's a few, though. That's neat. He's neat. White face. There was one. It was a woman's figure, and it had a bush growing on her crotch, right where it appropriately belonged. You know. See, it's a couple. There's usually two heads together, or one head with four. Yeah, is Ezekiel stuff. Each head had four heads, one on each side. You know, that's because they were describing these rocks. He's neat. Oh man, my back's killing me. I had to modify this seating arrangement here. Get a regular desk chair and tear this bench out off of this dinette. I have a regular chair with a swivel and stuff, so my back feel better. He's hanging on the side there. And that one's. I mean, I've found stuff covering my treasure area doesn't cover as much area, but stuff that's 200 miles apart from it, stuff's all over. It's all over this valley and the mountain and the other side of the mountain. Look at this! Look at the whole all these people bending over. That's funny. Do. Picked up. People dropped off, and some more joined in. We're watching my some slideshow of some of my art. Hey, yeah, that. See, there's Atlanteans. They like to dance, and they did psychedelics and stuff. Who's that? Santa Claus? See them all lined up across there. That's why the teachers with ropes and the kids on the rope, because these people are all in a line. And if the solution is to find this art and stuff, and whoever amasses the most of it, people got a long way to go to catch up. You probably saw the elephant in that last one there. He's neat. There's three people across there, or two people and a, I don't know, a cat or. No, there's three. I see this other one. You see him? This guy, he's great. You know, I can I don't know. You can't make people see. Now you see, there's one face looking down, and there's another face up on the right of it. You know, and then it's a mammoth also. They were masters of abstract art, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe while Davio's up there, and he can arrange a screening at a theater. Hey, look at her, huh? Yeah, get with some theater downtown Denver or something. Do midnight. Find somebody with a movie theater. Yeah, South Broadway, and I can make a whole lot of money on psychedelic midnight mushroom movies. Hmm? Did I drink my tea? No? He looks cracked up. He's Starman. Just across the middle there. Anybody bored with my slideshow? I guess not. What was that? Yeah, see that hand right there? There's a dinosaur in that one. I've got some with dinosaurs. Elephants or mammoth with the feet of a dinosaur curled up in its trunk, and he's hauling them off upside down little dinosaurs. You know, like he had two dinosaurs, one mammoth carrying two dinosaurs by the feet. Can you imagine what a mammoth could do to one of them? Jurassic Park with that one's a cool one. I like her. Oh yeah, it's spot too. That's where I camp right there. That one. See the elephant, elephant. Somebody up in his head too. There's usually somebody in his eye. It's like someone on their nightgown on the right side. There's a cyclops. Yep, you see them faces in there. Oh man, what's that? What's those breasts? There it is again. Ooh, I don't know. Yep. There. There's some people going across the middle of that. This guy's just like a guy with his head hanging there. Must be Tom Dooley. It's like a little angel thing there. They're scary, huh? You see them around the, and it's all groups of people and stuff. It's not like King Tut. It's the whole tribe. It's the whole population. This guy's cool. There, I put the mammoth on top of my mammoth parade. That's where I brought Sean there, where that mammoth was standing, and Sean stood up there, and Sean has seen the mammoths, and we haven't seen Sean since Sean seen the mammoths. He's probably lurking in my area. He drove right past the treasure to come visit. Yeah. Look at all's going on in that little window. You see the elephants there. I like the ones with the stars in them and stuff. But it still takes the shapes from the pictures I take, and it adds the colors to it, you know? But all those shapes and all them faces are in the rocks because you know, the it's not in the drawings that I used to make these. And you'll see some of them are the same. Like that one's by Knight, Daniel Knight or something. Look at them. See them? It's so clear. It's like, no, that's not natural, you know? See him in there? It's the chief. The headdress. The big blue face. There's people going across that one. Yeah, somebody's sitting there. Couple white head and a dark head, but that one's another person's body. You see his face on the right, on the left. I mean, does you see him hiding in there? That's the Clovis point in the ribs of the mammoth. Pink face. Yeah, he's that one. I made the elephant light on that one before I processed it through the art, so it would so you can see the contrast between the person and the elephant. You know, this is green face up here. He was looking out of there. There's Wilma. That's more the natural one of the rock. You know, that's Renault or whatever that guy. Yeah, those brown colored ones were. Yeah, and that's the one that paint. See, I used what's his name? Van Gogh. Van Gogh, yeah. That was cool. It's like a bridge, and there's a battle going on. We're in the palace. They're constellations. Big head guy right in the middle. Orange chin. It's just the shapes of the rocks, or, you know. They're sculpted. I figure they probably modified what was already there. Constructed a lot of it. Maybe they cut a lot of rocks and constructed a lot of, and they made concrete. Some of the rocks, it's ancient Atlantean concrete. They knew how to make rocks. They probably made them with crystals. Well, he's dark character. See, that's somebody's lap. That's somebody's lap. That was their knees. Laying there looking just right. It's written in stone. All the stories have already been told. Forrest Fenn's story was already told. All his stories can be found in these rock formations. Is that a mushroom? See them? It's people. And there are people with dead people. See the lizard in the middle. That's cool. That's the elephant. Oh, oh my back. Oh, there's a few people there. See the Adam and Eve right here. And when I'm not looking for the trail, I'm out exploring this stuff and getting more pictures of more formations. See, this is an elephant head, and that's the guy laying here. This is big mammoth. Nose, eye. Oh, that's a actual hawk. Usually I take those ones and put them in another folder. I only usually keep my rocks in this folder. Miss a file. See the legs and that blue face, man. There's people. This is America's Great Pyramid. This is the ancient people of Colorado. Look at this whole group of people here. There's a whole group of people right there. See the people sitting here? He's obvious. Look at that guy in there. And her. Yeah, I mean, you can distinct. You tell that's a man, that's a woman. That's, you know. I don't imagine that there's any other. That face in the middle is cool. I know where that is. Yeah, see, some of the art designs, it's like, what the hell? I have to look at that one quite a while to see what it did to whatever. That brown guy there. That's the guy. Here's the princess standing in the middle. Look at them all. Like that red face. And there's people all through there. Now, you know, and not only treasure hunters haven't found it. Look at this guy. Boom. You know, that's Thoth. I think that's Thoth. But not only the treasure hunters been looking for 10 years, but people have been going past this stuff for 150 years, and it hasn't been, you know. So it's kind of it's almost a clairvoyant type of thing, you know. You gotta have the spirit. You gotta have the light inside you to see it. That was so cool. All those people that were in that last one. Faces there. Look, oh. I tell people I amaze myself just finding all this. He's happy. The guy on the right. There's another one that showed up over there too, huh? With one eye. Look at them all. Those are the Atlanteans. Now I could do a slideshow of just the rocks too, you know, without any of the art added to it, and you'd still see stuff. You see this guy, that guy, there's one in the middle. His big head is its two eyes. There's a big head right in the center. Is it a tower of people? That's the man and woman looking at each other. See? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. That's Anubis. There's Anubis up there. I cut him out and ran it through the art program. So his big elephant and people all over it. See, some are really abstract but you can still see what's underneath the art that they add to it. It comes from the picture I took. These people in here all over. This is the story of the North American Ice Age. Look at them across there. It's just it amazes me how much there is there, and that still nobody's caught it till Forrest designed the poem to find this. This imagination is more important than knowledge. This thing can go a long time. I don't know if my battery can go a long time. Oh, I've only got 15% battery. So I better watch it. They like to kill the battery fast. See the elephants? That's badass. You kind of relax your eye to look at it, and you'll see it. See him across there, little kid with his arm out and stuff, and there's a bunch of Indians there. This stuff is it for the mammoth figures. This stuff is over 13,000 years old. Over 13,000 years ago, they didn't have pyramids then so much. But I did find a pyramid. I found a pyramid. They turned mountains into pyramids. They did back then. Just the three wise men. And that's Osiris holding his wiener. Yeah, Osiris is. I found Osiris. Forrest had the story about Osiris and his. They cut his pecker off. That's the Washington Monument is Osiris's penis. See, these are the legs. I don't know if the head's off the top. That's psychedelic. Big face right in the middle. You see that when you go past the light at the end. I got a ton of this art. My battery won't last long enough to. It take days for it to go through all the pictures I've made. The guy's standing there. Woo, right there. There's one standing there. Yeah, it's big. That's the Indian head. He had a bandana. Look at that profile face. I know where he is. I know where all these things are. I go past the same place multiple times to, says you want a picture in the, the best pictures are when see right there, there's sun shining on it. And so the dark shadows, you want it in filtered light, like diffused light or cloud light. See them all? Look at them all! Look at them all! Look at them all! 2 rows of people there, big ones, and they're 30 feet tall. Some of them. It's the top of an elephant head. Its trunk going down there. Oh. Now that's an extreme thing the art did to those. Those ones with them fuzz balls, those are artificial. That's pretty extreme too. But you still see the stuff in it. Look, see the legs, the head. That's a woman sitting there. There's a guy standing there. This is his legs, and the people across in there, down in here, up on the canyon wall. See him across there. There's a whole group of people standing there, and there's a face in there too, and yeah, some of it looks oriental. It's not natural. There's a blue guy in there. That's cool. Isn't it? Big head. Look at him. Look, that's so badass. Look at this guy sitting here over here. Isn't that cool? This good group here. Whole lot going on in that picture. I find these things that cool. Oh yeah. When I find it, see, there's like the father and the son sitting there again. I said that's a very common scene. The father teaching the son, and there's Osiris holding his wanker. Almost some writing here. There's an alpha, and there's a pi. The guy down here, people across there. Is, there's people hiding in there. Lots of them, head cheek to cheek. There's the bullseye. Now try and go out and find this stuff. Can I about that? It comes from a world of creation. Okay. Now my like that head looking to the left. There's the dancers again. Okay. There's a bunch of people in there. There's a woman there. Bunch of people across there. Look at them all stacked up over here. I found a time portal, basically. You know? It should be all over the news. But my battery's telling me it's going low. There I am. Yeah, gotta get this magnet off of here now. The one I used to stabilize it. No, I don't want. There. Yeah, battery's gone low. Escape. Boom. Escape. Oh. Those is lying on the keyboard. Yeah, 2 hours and 43 minutes. But a lot of people don't know there's a big art show in the last part of it. What I got left on my 9% on my battery, and the screen's telling me low battery. I didn't see anybody talking while I was showing that. What? Did I miss a lot, huh? How many pics? I can tell you how many are in that. Let me see. Boom. Boom. Done. Done. Properties. Oh. No, just this folder. Not the other subfolders. Because I did the stuff with a bunch of other pictures of mine that aren't related to the treasure hunter or what I found. There, now I ask it, how much is that big is that? How many files? Oh, I have 10,603 of those art pictures. But we saw one of them was a hawk. Oh yeah, 8% on the battery now. So if I sign off, my phone won't. I won't have to. Yeah, because usually when I got to recharge it, I get it update before I turn it on. The raid at Forrest house was June 2000. It was on vacation. Yeah. Oh well. I think it's in the trunk of the 35 Plymouth in Doug Preston's garage. I think the Plymouth is over at Doug's. The Bullet. Yeah, Dodge Bullet. Yeah. And yeah, he's still dodging the Bullet, right? But it's a Plymouth. Okay, I'm I'm gonna sign off because my battery's gonna die on me. Yeah, I've done 10,603 of my those art things, so I'm that many blazes ahead. Take it easy. Some of them are duplicate and have my watermark on it, but yeah, pretty close to that. You too. Marvel Gaze, Captain Marvel.